Hi, my name's Yasmin and I'm the DM.
Hi, my name is Samantha. I play Elora Greyvale and she is a sorceress from the province of Nephalia.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I play Ogvar Shawfort, a goat-herding, mushroom-seeking ranger from Kessig.
Hi, I'm Rick, and I play Otto, a spring sage from Hanweir sworn to the land, wandering the plain and setting wrongs to right with his ursine companion, Bojo.
As the team tracked back down the tunnel beneath the tower and eventually pitched up next to the salty sea pool, Elora's supernatural ability to respirate whilst immersed designated her as the primary person to attempt to gain access to the submerged structure. Leaving her personal possessions topside, she descended into the plant-encrusted pool. In a case of gloom rather than doom, her attempt to activate the light spell faltered and fizzled as words failed her, leaving her unable to locate the bottom of the lake. Otto turned octopus and headed straight to the seabed. In a spiralling search of the building, he was baffled as he discovered a door with no handle. However, happily, a short distance away, a crudely carved wooden sign offered a clue or two. Investigations commenced and he gave it legs as he shifted his suckers and his size before seizing the sign and swimming himself and it back to the surface for his companions to cogitate over. After sinking back below the surface once more, the druid dragged his companion completely out of his comfort zone and out of his depth. Much faffing followed, but finally some mumbled magical phraseology granted access to the tower, and their gambit paid off as life inside the structure got off to a very soggy start. Episode 164, Pumped Up Pests. Right, Elora is going to pad her way upstairs and start searching through the place. She's going to shout back down, let's see if we can find a password somewhere.
Okay.
Okay.
First thing Ogvar's going to do is the room where the bed was in, open the wardrobe and see if there's like a wizard's robe you can put on.
Yeah, I mean, you open the wardrobe, and you don't find any wizard's robes, because as you remember, Jenric is quite opulent. He wears quite a tidy kind of suit piece underneath, or leather trousers and a shirt, and he has these big billowing kind of robes over the top. What you instead find is a series of clothes which are almost the exact polar opposite of what he wears nowadays. You find leather trousers which have got more holes than leather. They're like all cut up like ripped jeans are.
Okay.
You find like grungy outfits, ravey outfits, like sequin coated tops. You find all sorts in that damn cupboard. But it's almost like an exact 180 of his current style.
Okay. I suppose I grab the leather ripped trousers and like a tie-dyed t-shirt with a smiley face on the front or something.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, 100%.
God.
And a bucket hat.
CNDs.
Oh yeah, it's got a bucket hat. It's got some very, very familiar kind of tri-leaf leaves on them.
Okay, yeah, we'll go for that.
You can find some flip-flops as well if you want them.
Crocs.
Oh,
But they're not like flip-flops, they're like Birkenstocks.
Flowery shirts.
Okay, we'll go for it. Why not?
Oh, God. Is the bathroom porcelain either like that horrible green colour or brown?
Oh no, it's
An avocado bath suite.
Avocado.
it's neither avocado nor brown. What it is, in fact, is a horrible baker-like pink.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, God. Has he got a disco ball?
What, in the bathroom?
I don't know. Somewhere.
Just do yourselves a favour and put it in the gin.
There is no disco ball that you can see.
Okay.
God.
So yeah, Ogvar goes to find Allura in his new attire.
Gives a whole new meaning to the wizard's cuff, doesn't it?
You find a gramophone and all it plays is Darude Sandstorm.
Oh, God. Oh, shit. Right.
Ogvar steps in the room. Okay, you have to excuse the attire, but I think it's just slightly better. There's loads of stuff in that wardrobe if you want to cover yourself up a bit.
Allura is just staring at him open-mouthed. I'll give that a miss.
I saw a nice smoking jacket in there, that might suit you.
Was it literally smoking? I mean, he is a wizard. There's nothing would surprise me in this place.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so Allura's going to just start searching the rooms to see if she can find any clues, anything written on a wall, anything, any clues at all as to how on earth we pack this place up.
Okay, you can all make me search checks,
While
please.
we're doing that, can you just confirm, are there any additional floors above us? Can we see additional stairs going up?
Yes, so there are 3 floors to this tower. You've looked at the first 2.
The search check.
Right, that's a flat 10 for Allura.
Okay.
Otto got an 8. Oh.
A 14 plus 7 for Ogvar for
That's
a
good.
21.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
And Otto has a 5 plus 3 for 8.
Okay. So, with an 8, a 10, and a 27, 21?
21.
21.
21.
With those scores, you don't find anything on the first 2 floors. They are simply like bachelor pad, 100% bachelor pad. Going up to the 3rd floor, this is where you find something that looks a bit more like someone who had their shit together would live in there. What you find is a smaller version of the library in Genric's big tower. No
I'm
euphemisms,
being
please,
nice.
Rick.
I've passed over several opportunities, I assure you.
It's a smaller version of the library, and it looks very much like a study room. You've got tables, you've got coffee cups piled up, but these books they're not so much these big, thick, leather-bound tomes that Genric clearly studies nowadays. They're like baby books. They are clearly thinner, they look a bit more textbooky, a bit more kind of like learning materials rather than deep research materials. And you can find an assortment of bits and bobs in there. What you do find, however, Ogvar, is something quite curious. There is what appears to be a herbalist table in the corner, clearly where you'd imagine plants and various bits be prepared for making potions, etc, etc. But underneath you see what looks like quite a nice like little collecting pouch. It's clearly made of leather, it's very box-like in its structure, and it's designed to go on a belt, clearly, so that when you're out foraging in the wilds, you can pop open the thing and go in there and grab what you need. When you pick it up, you can see that this pouch, the lid lifts up and the front folds out. And as you fold the front out, it rolls out impossibly long across the table and has a variety of vials and find bottles in all sorts of sizes. This is essentially a herb collecting kit, you would imagine. But the contents inside clearly far exceed the volume that this box should be able to take.
Nice. Yeah. That's very useful. Look at Alora. I think this might be quite useful. I assume it's the contents of this is ours. If he's give us the tower, I will double check, obviously, but
Well, I should imagine, looking at how long he hasn't been here for, judging by those clothes you're wearing, I would imagine that he doesn't really miss it. He doesn't seem too bothered over things like that, does he?
do you mind if I hold on to this?
No, let me have a quick look. What is it you found?
Well, it looks like rather small when you have it all closed up and you open it up like this, and it just rolls out.
Oh, look at that. It's a bit like that's a bit like an extra dimensional space, isn't it?
It's certainly bigger on the inside than it is on the out.
Well, yeah, quite. You're doing quite well with these sort of things just lately.
I know.
First the chest, now this little pouch. Yeah, that's really useful. Hey, you could put all your bits and pieces in there.
I know. It's
That's ideal.
a grand idea. So Ogvar will sort of roll it all up, box it all up, and considering his attire, he's going to put it on his belt but wear it at the front like a bum bag.
Very nice.
Can I just ask, what are you actually wearing? What did you pick out of his wardrobe?
What did I pick out?
Yes, what colours
Out of
are
character.
they? What did you pick? No, out of character, what did you pick?
Well, I'm not entirely sure of the colour of the trousers, but I know they're leather, so I'll let Yaz sort of decide on that one. But yeah, it is definitely a tie-dyed T-shirt with like the generic smiley face on the front.
I was initially going to say that the trousers are like spray-on and they're too tight so they don't have a belt, but now that you've said you're going to wear it like a bum bag, 100%, that is beautiful.
With a smiley face.
With
Is
his-
it very highly coloured?
With his 420
Oh
blazer
yeah,
hat.
it's like acid trip tie-dyed.
Oh, God.
And we'll go for a denim bucket hat.
Has that also got a smiley face patch on it? The yellow
No, I
one?
think we decided it had a
Zaza leaves.
certain logo. Yeah.
Oh, has it? Oh, it's got
It smokes slightly.
it's got a leaf. Lovely.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Ogvar, Forgotten Years.
That's a whole new podcast.
Stands there doing
That's a
big
side
fish,
quest, that one.
Big fish, little fish, go.
Yeah, Ogvar's coming of age side campaign.
That would be really funny.
The Christmas special.
Oh no.
It'd certainly be special.
You broke them,
God.
Yaz. You broke them again.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Looks like he's just fallen out of Innistrad stock. You know, that famous music festival. Tie-dyed t-shirt with a smiley face. Acid trip. Tie-dyed. Leather trousers.
Ripped
Black.
trousers.
I'd say, what colour are they, Yaz? The leather trousers.
They're like black ripped trousers, they're like spray-on trousers. You've got more
talcum powder
more
on to
hole
get 'em
than
on.
leather.
Holes in leather.
Nice. That'll be nice when he goes back down the banisters, won't it? Lovely. This is very funny, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm desperately trying to think of one-liners, but they're just not coming to me tonight. Which is annoying.
Pretty sure Jemrick was doing one-liners in those outfits.
And he rolled up Innistrad notes. I don't think they
Rolled
have
up
banknotes,
scroll.
do they? Yeah, scrolls. Yeah.
Sorry, the last one
Oh
back.
God. We were just talking about one-liners, and then Yasmin said, I'm sure Jenrick was doing one-liners, and then we went on to, like, Ryan said he had rolled up scrolls.
Dear, oh dear. I was trying very hard to behave myself today because you kept talking about going down and touching it, and that happened several times. And there was something else as well, just mentioning that it wasn't very long. I think that was the other one, just like immediately afterwards. So, yeah, I've been trying, controlling myself. Doesn't happen very often. Make the most of it.
Oh dear. I think sometimes it's just really good to let rip, isn't
Yes.
it? Really.
Yeah.
I love the banister, by the way. Very funny.
Yes.
I love that. Yeah, so Laura hasn't found anything else to wear at the moment. Mind you, yeah, she hasn't got any clothes.
Well,
They're up
it's
on
funny
the
you should
surface,
mention
aren't
that, because one of the things I was
Great.
considering is that Otto hasn't had a change of clothes since he stopped being able to feel the cold and hot
Oh
heat.
no.
Oh,
He can help himself to what's in the cupboard, can't he?
we definitely go to Kevin Perry.
Oh, can you just imagine?
You can get one
He's
of those.
going to go for one of those... I was just going to say a sequin cat suit.
Oh,
Like a 70s one-piece, like
Oh no.
Queen used to wear.
No, that would
Freddie Mercury number.
Little microphone with no stand on it.
it's one of those reversible sequin outfits where you brush it up one way and it goes one colour, and brush it back the other way and it's a different colour.
Oh,
Be like a chameleon outfit, wouldn't it? Oh dear.
consider it
Go-go
done.
boots.
Funny.
Something,
Elvis Presley.
something in purple.
You got any wigs in there?
Only beehive ones.
Oh, terrible.
Well, he doesn't know what's in fashion at the moment, so he might just experiment.
He comes out wearing leg warmers.
Yep. Yep. And,
Oh
and
no. Calinetics diet or Calinetics or something. It doesn't-
with
Calisthenics.
matching wristbands, sweatbands, and
No, Calinetics.
I think that lovely gold
Yeah, that's it.
sequin suit. The brush it the other way it glows a lovely shade of purple. There we go.
That's it.
He comes out looking
What
like
about
Mr.
Brill cream? Is there,
Motivates.
is there any Brill cream in there?
It's going to get ugly.
Pair of bell bottoms.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all going on, isn't
And
it?
unnecessary roller skates.
Fucking Liberace's underpants.
it could be glam rock weave armour.
MC Hammer pants.
He'd end up looking like bloody, what's his name, the peacock. Well, he's a peacock,
Oh, no.
All under.
Just neon
name?
leopard print.
Oh, Giles.
Was in bright green and pink, wasn't he? He was just like, yeah. What's his fucking name? I can't
Giles,
remember his
wasn't
name now.
No,
God. I can't think of his name.
he was going to be Giles Booth to start with. He changed it, didn't he?
Gallo.
Gallo.
Gallo Booth. Yeah.
He comes out wearing a oversized purple suit with bell-bottom trousers and a leopard print shirt, buttoned, unbuttoned, horrifically
Actually, you
low,
know what?
and some
You
snakeskin
know what?
shoes.
Actually, I've got a thing.
And a fedora.
It'd be a black and white striped one like Steven Tyler, wouldn't it? Or a guitar hanging on the wall, that sort of thing. A lute. It'd be a lute hanging on the wall.
An electric lute.
An electric
I kind
lute.
of want to throw this one out.
God.
I want to, when we get to it, maybe at the end of the session, I don't know if we end up having it there or whether we have it earlier. I think we're going to ask for a fan vote, and they can come up with the most ridiculous costume for Otto to wear, and because he has no sense of style anyway. They could just come up with the most ridiculous things, and then we come up with an AI image of him wearing whatever they decide to go for.
Actually, that's a really good
That's
idea.
very
I
good,
like
that.
that idea.
Okay. I was going to say back to the serious, but it's not serious.
They're relatively serious.
What are you guys doing? What are you guys
Laughing
doing?
at these two.
Well, we were still searching. Yeah, we were still searching, weren't we, for... excuse me. We were still searching for some way or some instructions or something as to figure out how this thing works.
Yeah, you found
How to
nothing.
reduce it.
I've got the third level to inspect.
Right, on that level, or have we got another level to go up?
You found nothing throughout the tower. All you found was that herbalist pouch.
We could try just saying, we could try grow, shrink, divide, I don't know, it could be fun. Swim. None of these words are working, are they? Okay.
Nope.
Generic? No. We haven't tried
Surface.
clothes yet. And then realised, of course, he said it. Did anything happen?
Well, no, if you wanted to close, you'd have to say a different word. Oh, he said it.
Nothing happened.
So plap downstairs and just see if the door's
Well,
still
I
got
don't
the
know,
handle.
guys.
The door's still got the handle.
Well, perhaps you stand outside it and actually say the word. We haven't tried that.
No, that's true.
Perhaps it can't
You don't
close
think
for
that
somebody
it's run
in
out of
it.
power, do you?
Power? Well, it's magical. Well, I mean, the door still opens, doesn't it? So no.
Can I just...
I suppose we can go outside and try it.
Do you want me to go outside and try it while you're still in, or should we all go outside?
No, I'm definitely not staying in here while you try that. I reckon it won't close down with actual creatures
I think
inside.
that's Codswallop.
Sounds reasonable.
Although, having said that, there are rats in here.
No, there aren't rats.
cockroaches.
There were like 2 cockroaches.
Okay, well, there was life
I
in
could
here.
try something. I'm a little sorry about this, if anyone's a bit squeamish, but
Oh god.
Otto's going to try turning into the smallest cockroach that he can, which is still going to be fairly large.
Ugh.
It's going to be a tiny creature, but that still puts it in the range of a cat-sized, a cat-sized cockroach, I think. And I think in imitation of your previous encounters, he might just reach up with one crooked leg and sort of wave at you, and then go on.
Bit like a Bombardier beetle.
I think he's going to go crawl in search of a cockroach, because when he's in these forms, he can speak the same language.
You find the 2 cockroaches fairly easily. They are tiny compared to
Hello,
you.
little ones. I'm not scary at all.
Yo yo!
Oh, that's not at all sinister, is it? Oh my god!
Hello, little ones.
Are you on a list somewhere?
It sounds very predatorial, doesn't it?
God!
Yeah, the 2 cockroaches, they stop and they look at you. The one on the left, which is slightly bigger, goes, "Yo yo, I'm Jeff. That's Joe." Joe looks at you and he waves a tiny little leg. Hello.
No, not Yo-Yo, I'm Otto, but nice to meet you.
Yo yo, bro, what you doing,
Otto.
bro?
Otto, but okay. Listen, you 2 youngsters, you've been... Well, I saw you youngsters. You've been here a long time.
Yeah, dude, we just been chilling, you know,
It is a bit cold down
around,
here.
doing things.
Listen, has this tower, or this place you're in, has it ever changed at all? Has it gotten smaller?
Nah,
Has it
bro.
gotten bigger?
Nah, bro.
Have you seen anyone
Nah,
else in
bro.
here before?
Nah, bro.
It's like Groundhog Day, isn't it?
Do you think it might be Nah Bro?
Yo, Joe. Do you remember? Oh, I remember. There used to be someone here.
Do you remember him ever saying any words very much out loud?
Nah, bro.
Alora is just going to turn to Ogvar quietly across the room and say, "Does this remind you of the conversation that he had in Genric's tower with Merrill
As
and
much as
Beryl?"
I'd love that.
I think that's what he said their
Speaking
names
in
were.
cockroach at the moment.
Yeah.
So I imagine
I
that's
would-
like hissing and clicking and...
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Is there any areas that are sort of hidden in here somewhere? Bro. Bro.
Yeah, bro, I've got a pretty sweet pad behind the cooker, bro.
Okay. Is there anywhere?
I haven't got any
Is
chicks
there
though, bro.
anywhere that you'll sort of motion over to Alora and Ogba? Anywhere hidden that they could go?
Nah, bro. Don't think they fit behind the cooker, bro. No, they wouldn't fit behind the cooker.
Okay, how about you show me behind the cooker? Would I fit?
Nah, bro, your head, you got gains, bro.
What are gains?
You know, bro, you've been pumping that iron, bro. Ah!
Through it.
Well, you've been digging that dirt, bro, you know? Been working the muscles.
No idea what you're saying, but okay.
You got any roids, bro?
Roids. No. I think maybe something's lost in translation. I'm not very good at cockroach, I'm sorry. I'm normally like one of those big ones.
Alora is looking at this in total and utter disbelief.
As you watch
She's
the cockroaches, the bigger the two cockroaches, whose name you don't know, he's like stood up on his back legs and he's like flexing. And the smaller little cockroach is apparently cheering him on. It stood there and it's like clapping its little legs together.
Alora's going to turn round. She's tugging Ogvar's shoulder. She's pointing with her finger to the door and she's striding to the door. She's going to open the door on the ground floor. The water's going to rush in and she is going to fight her way out of that door and she's going to slam the door behind her.
Okay, you are now...
Does Ogvar go with her?
Ogvar goes with her, but he sort of picks up Cockroach Otto and like carries him like a rugby ball.
As you open the door and the water rushes in, you hear, "Oh no, bro!" as they get caught in the eddying water and start spinning around.
I'm going to teach them several swim words.
And you see, the little Joe. He's like, "Fuck, bro!" As you are removed, Otto, and you, the water picks up and exits out the tower. You exit out the tower. You are now left floating, Ogvar, Elora, and Otto, and you can see spinning in the water these two cockroaches, going.
Elora's going to salute. She's just going to salute to them. She has no idea what they're going on about, but she's just going to salute to them because she's obviously figured out there's some kind of conversation going on. And she's going to turn to the door and she's going to go.
Okay, you say that, and there is it's like a sonar ping almost goes to the water. There's this kind of booming motion, and you see the water with the tower at the epicenter kind of ripple outwards before dragging back in as the tower rapidly collapses in on itself. As it does so, you see the water level above you drop drastically. The plant life, the plant crust which you've created previously, seemingly cracking away from the walls and breaking up like ice sheets, and then kind of floating independently in its crusty format. As the tower collapses in on itself into a small metal cube.
She's going to do a quick assessment of how deep the water is at this point.
Yeah, it hasn't dropped massively because this is quite a big cavern, but you could say it's probably dropped about 10 foot.
Okay, she's going to bend down, she's going to pick the cube up, and she's just going to point with a finger, motioning to go up, and she's going to swim upwards.
Yeah, Ogvar's going to swim up as well with a cat-sized cockroach under his arm.
Because
No?
Otto desperately needs to save these two cockroaches. He's gonna dive at them and try to grab them and take them up on his shell as he's. I presume they came out.
I thought they were still in the tower.
Oh no, those little cockroaches came out and they were going.
Yeah, I need to grab them and save them.
Oh, sorry. In that case, I retract my statement.
Was it? I can't remember the other one's name.
Jim and Joe,
Was it
yeah.
Jim and Joe? Jeff and Joe.
Sorry. Yeah.
Jeff.
Was it Jeff? I can't remember what I called him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Otto, you dive down in cockroach format, and you are. Cockroaches aren't graceful swimmers. I think I'm correct.
I
in
can't
saying
imagine
that.
them being terribly graceful.
No, no, but you're able to collect the cockroaches. The bigger one seems to be struggling. Bigger one, Jeff, he seems to be struggling a bit. But the smaller one, Joe, looks quite limp. As limp as a cockroach can get. You're able to pick them up, and you can start trying to paddle upwards, but you're struggling. It's not going to go particularly well.
Okay, at this point, if Otto's got the 2 little cockroaches, I'll grab the big cockroach.
Okay. That works.
Yeah, you can grab him, and you've got more than enough time. The water level's dropped. You're not as far underwater anymore. You can swim up, and the platforms which run across this cavern are now 10 foot higher, so you can't really easily get up to them. But the plant crust where it's broken up, you do have kind of rafts big enough where you can kind of crawl into the middle and you'll be fine. But that you can see now that getting back across this cavern is probably going to be more difficult, because some of these plant crusty bits have broken up into smaller bits which will almost certainly flip over when you put your weight on them. But yeah, so you come back up to the surface. Elora, Ogvar, you're spluttering. You drop the cockroach, big cockroach, down onto the plant matter, Otto, and you see these 2 smaller cockroaches go tumbling across. The bigger one of the 2, Jeff, he kind of stumbles around a bit, but he looks fine. And Ogvar, Otto, you hear, "Oh no, bro, that was wet, bro." But you don't hear the very squeaky, pitched voice of Joe. Joe lies on his back, slightly curled up on his shell, motionless.
No.
What are you
Rushing
doing?
over to Joe, I'm going to try and flip him onto his front so he's the right way around and start bashing him on the back to try and get any water out. Gently bashing.
Can you make me a... Can you make me a... medicine?
Smashing his
Is it
carapace
medicine
in.
check? Heal check, yeah, okay. Can you make me
I
a
can
healing
try.
check, please?
I mean, that's okay. I've got a 13 and that's plus 10. That's 23.
Okay,
Oh, nice.
you start administering first aid to the cockroach. All the meanwhile, Jeff is dancing around going, and you can see everyone, you can't hear anything other than like little hisses and chitters, but this kind of bigger of the 2 cockroaches seems to be kind of stood there with its hands on its head almost, going, "Oh no, bro, Joe, my bro, Joe, no, come back to me, Joe, don't go towards the light, bro." This is really bad for me to cough.
This was your idea.
God.
As you start smacking the cockroach on the back, this little one, and there's this kind of almost audible gasp as Joe uncurls himself, coughs up a bit of water and goes, "Bro!" Jeff's there and he's like, "Bro, you saved my bro, I love you, bro, you've got the best gains, bro. Oh, come here, man." And he tries to hug you, but he's like hugging your leg and like trying to pat your leg in a manly way. as Joe remains kind of coughing up water. And you all kind of stand there, Ogvar, Esther, Elora and Esther, who has got no context whatsoever to anything that's happening, watching as Otto apparently revives a drowned cockroach, and it's just this massive like chitterings and like squeaky sounds as you see this kind of drama play out in front of you.
Are you okay, Joe, bro?
Bro, I love you, bro. You're the best, bro.
Thanks. You okay?
Yeah, bro. You've got the best gains, bro.
Okay. I think I hit you on the head too hard. Tell you what, how about you 2 stick with me and we'll try and make sure that try and find you somewhere else to live. In fact, thinking about it, I know of another big tower you might be welcome in. You fancy another tower?
Bro, you're the best, bro. You've even given us a new home, bro. Oh, bro, I can never
You
repay
don't
you.
need to. I'm not sure I want you to, but
Allura throws her hands into the air and goes,
I
enough!
think she wants us to stop talking.
At this point, she kind of tries to paddle the bit of plant crust that she's on. She tries to paddle sort of left, then right, then left, then right to try and get back over towards the walkway. And then she's going to look up and stand up and try and balance and say to Esther, can you give us a hand up? I need to get back up there.
Esther's looking very confused, but she's like, yes, dear, I'll get you a rope. Meantime, Jeff Bro, he's on his back legs and he kind of pats his chest a couple of times, points at you, goes, you're the man, bro. You're the roach, bro.
Okay. I'm just going to sort of give him a quick warning. Wave my hand. Our legs around for him. It's about to get weird. Just come find me in a moment, all right? Because I think.
Sure thing, bro.
Okay, so I previously thought that plant growth was a level 5 spell for some reason. It's not. It's level 3, and I do know it. So I'm gonna just make up for this 10-foot gap, or try to, with plant growth, and just try and make it a lot easier for us little folks to climb up out.
Yeah, I mean, you can grow a pretty decent or a decent ramp up to it. To be honest, you can do that easy peasy.
Fantastic.
Yeah, you can probably tell that these cockroaches have been subjected to many, many years of drug exposure.
Imagine there's still some hanging around somewhere.
Yeah, probably. He's probably got all behind the cooker.
We'll have to check that one.
He's been cooking it up.
We tell
Yeah.
Ogvar that there's
got it.
mushrooms back there. Fine.
I'm not sure they're the mushrooms that Ogvar's looking for, to be honest with you.
These are not the shrooms you're looking for. These are not the shrooms you're looking for.
So yeah, you can use plant growth to kind of grow up a bit of this plant. You can certainly stabilise the surface a bit and make it a bit easier for yourselves to climb up. Yeah, that's 100%.
Hopefully it makes it
doable.
easier for the others, it's not harder as well.
Yeah, it'll make it easier for everyone.
Then we will just climb up and follow them around. And
Great.
I'm going to stay as a cockroach for the moment, so as not to scare the other two too much.
Yeah, do you take the other two cockroaches
Yes.
with you, do you? Yeah, sure thing. They are constantly chittering away. Like, bro, yeah, bro, did you say the way I was in that water? It was like, whoa, bro, and then it was like, and yeah, they are quite possibly still high.
Jeez.
But yeah, you've got
Alora's gonna
two
look
followers now in the form of roaches.
Perfect.
Alora's going to look to Esther, and she's going to just say, okay, we got into the tower. Man, it is the worst bachelor pad you've ever seen. It is disgusting in there, but figured out how to shrink the thing back down, and she holds out her palm where she's got this cube grabbed in.
Yep.
Presumably it's a metallic looking cube of some
Oh
description.
yeah, it is purely metal, like a metal cube.
Is it really heavy?
No, you can carry it.
Right. Okay, she's going to show it to Esther and sort of turn her hand round up in the air and just say, look, this is it. It's in there. We got it. That is going to need fumigating. You cannot believe how Genric used to live. It is disgusting. Just wait till you see it. And then she's going to point to Ogvar and say, yeah, he found some clothes in the wardrobe. I mean, look at that get-up, for instance. And at that point, she's going to turn round. She's going to lean down to Orland and say to Orland, no, she's not going to put it in Orland. She's going to get her clothes out of her backpack. She will put the cube, which is now the fortress, into her backpack, and she will pull her own clothing out and she will start to redress herself.
Okay, yeah, you start to get dressed.
Ogvar's stood there just being pointed at and ridiculed. Goes, I don't think it's that bad. Better than walking around in your pants. And then Ogvar turns around, being rather wet and leathery, and just walks away squeaking.
Yeah, you get the proper sound of leather chafing between the ass cheeks. It's horrible.
Yeah. As he gets before he bends down, he pulls the leather trash out of his bum crack.
Oh, he's got a wedgie. Ranger's got a wedgie.
That's so grim. Oh my god. Yeah, the dye on your tie-dye shirt has started to seep a little with the
Those it's not
water.
brown.
Elora will turn to Esther and just go, "Oh, that's not going to be nice when he gets hot in that."
So, I think Ogvar will change back into his usual attire now he's out.
Yeah, you
dry himself off. And,
you peel the leather trousers off, and they are skin tight and now wet. And you peel
so
them
he has
off.
to roll them.
Yeah, you roll them off, and they're like, you hear the kind of sounds as they like kind of de-suction from your legs.
Is this where you've got to employ help to actually lay on the floor and get somebody to pull the bottom of the trouser legs off, having turned them inside out?
But first, I'm going to ping my flip flops off in different directions off the jetty.
We'll just get some talc in there, okay?
Oh God.
Yeah, you get changed back into your normal attire.
Yeah, still with my bum bag though.
Still with your bum bag. Yeah, you're.
What is the fortress called?
It's an instant fortress.
Instant fortress.
Elora's instant fortress. There you go.
So Esther has watched this entire process fairly horrified. She's not so much offended by your clothing, Ogvar. She just kind of looks a bit confused at that. But when you start talking about the state in there, she's like, "Oh well, dear, I have had to clean Florent's room before, and I don't really quite know how he managed to get such impressive skid marks, but they were there." It can't be much worse than that, dearie.
Well, don't worry. We've had the experience of what was inside Orland, so don't worry about it.
Yes, he's still.
We've been there, we've done that. I really don't want to know anything more.
You know what's really, really confusing, dearie? I know exactly how many items of clothing Florent has, because with the church you have to label everything, because otherwise it goes missing, okay? You know, the church lost a van box as it is. But I was doing a count-up when Florent came back from his return to Julau, and he seemed to be a pair of underpants short. I don't know for the life of me where they've gone.
No, haven't got a clue. No.
Ogvar goes, no idea at all.
Ugh.
And he just side eyes Elora.
Yeah, Laura's just going to side-eye him back and just go, "Oh well, I think it might be time to go."
Yeah, the image of them flying off the promontory just rolls around in your mind like a reel.
It does, and she has the most stupid smile on her face as well,
While
thinking about it.
you two are both getting dressed, and while Esther is somewhat distracted by this and her stories, I'm going to suggest to Joe and Jeff that there's a bag that's quite nicely made up with some green gems on it that maybe they could sneak into and keep themselves safe in there for the time being. Is Orland on the floor anywhere?
Well, Alora's getting redressed, so Orland would be the last thing that she puts back on.
Yes, but are you sure you want to do that?
Well,
There might be a warning from the
it does
DM.
sound like an "are you
Yep.
sure," doesn't it? I shall take that to heart,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
maybe we can just scrub that last thing I just said.
Yeah, because I will say, Rick, you probably know better than anyone else what happens when you put something alive into a extra-dimensional
They're
space.
fine; they get to breathe perfectly normally, and if they're cockroaches, they'll last for a really, really long time, right? I'm not hearing no.
No, but you're seeing no.
I'm not my nose off.
Yeah, you don't tell the cockroaches to do that. You don't tell
I won't
Jeff and
do
Joe
that
to do that.
then. I think what I will do is while they're getting dressed, then Otto will resume his more human form, and then reach down to pick up the cockroaches and see if they'll just step into his hand. Obviously, he can't talk to them anymore, but maybe they just get the idea.
Yeah, they step into your hand and you hear Jeff start squeaking. and chittering, and you very much get the impression that he's like, bro, you're a massive bro.
No.
You got any pre?
Just going to use my other hand to point to my hand. Just like, get in the hand.
Oh, yeah,
Laura's imagining. She can't hear the actual conversation, but she's aware of the fact that something's going on with them because they keep clicking and making noises, and she's just imagining the rolled up GQ magazine that she walked past on the table, and imagine just smacking them with it.
I like how Rick's got more attached to the cockroaches than anything else in the campaign so far.
He will die for these cockroaches.
Just wait until Bojo gets
Well, I'm hoping I can
yeah.
introduce them. If Bojo is happy for them to live somewhere warm and furry, then there might be room for lots more cockroaches and other little things.
This is where you come back to this ship.
Pouch.
This is where that you get them on the ship and you come back to ship and Paul's had them with the Vorpal kitchen knives.
Am I right in thinking that insects don't technically have heads and there can't be vocalised?
Yeah. Food standards.
Well, they
the
are-
Food Standards Agency is going to shut Paul's kitchen down.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, don't take any jelly babies into the galley, will you?
Well, technically, they are cockroaches and they're really hard to kill, so who knows, they might be resistant to Vorpal.
I have to give Paul very specific instructions. Or maybe Genric would like them.
They get a fort save against Vorpal. Vorpal attack.
You come back
Call
and
the inspector and Paul will get a 1-star health and say hygiene rating.
Yeah, and a whole string of recommendations.
you come back. You come back and Paul's cooked
God.
Asian street food, and you just see Jeff and Joe on a skewer.
Oh,
Dear. I mean, Otto and Paul not necessarily hitting it off right at the start. That would definitely turn things south a little bit.
God.
Okay,
Jesus.
so you've got
A bit
dressed.
like
Right.
Oh dear.
Nightmare Kitchens
Kitchen
or whatever.
nightmares, yeah.
Nightmare Kitchens from hell.
Yeah. Rawdon Gamsey comes around to do an inspection.
Oh, no.
Rawdon
This is
Gamsey.
happening now, isn't it?
Where's the cockroach sauce?
What are you? A donkey? Okay, so you've got redressed, you've made your way back up onto the platform. Esther is there looking incredibly bemused. Still apparently contemplating of where Florence's missing pair of underwear has gone. Otto, you've got Jeff and Joe in your hand. Joe is, you can see very much Joe is the hype man. He's there clapping away and like kind of cheer. You can see like him cheering. And meanwhile, Jeff is stood there and he's like flexing and like doing the old kind of like, my jeans, bro.
I feel the need now to go over to Esther. Esther, Jeff. Esther, Joe. Joe, Jeff, Esther.
Esther looks at you like you've gone fucking crazy.
I should turn around to the others. That one's Alora. She's a bit strange, but it's okay. That one's Ogvar. He's the boss, so you have to listen to what he says, okay?
Joe salutes.
Ogvar waves.
Joe salutes at Ogvar, and Jeff just kind of flexes at him. It's just...
Why don't you introduce them to Orland then?
Do you mind just waking him up for me? He doesn't seem to listen to me too much.
He doesn't like you very much. Oh, he's listening all right. He's just ignoring
Roland,
you.
I've got a couple of cockroaches I want to put in you. Is that okay? I thought I'd get a response.
Fuck off!
So, Jeff, Joe,
Told you.
that's all.
Don't listen, do you?
His bite's worse than his bark, believe it or not.
Too right.
Orland, do me a favour.
What are you trying to put cockroaches in me for,
I
anyways?
need somewhere to stay. And I was thinking,
I'm not bloody
no, but
hotel
there's
mate.
lots of you, right?
Yes,
No
but
hotel.
there's also not a lot of air in me.
I could make some air, I think. I mean,
Get
it might
fucked.
give you a bit of wind, but I'm sure we'd otherwise be okay.
He's savage tonight.
You are not.
I
putting-
think Orland's.
You are not putting those cockroaches
But
inside.
they're friendly. Very, very enthusiastic, actually.
I don't care. I don't care how friendly they are. I'm sure they're very
are,
lovely
yeah.
chaps. I mean, that one keeps on saying my gains, bro, but
You understand them?
of course I do. But they're
Orland,
still not going
hang on.
inside me.
Do
I look?
Sorry to interrupt, but how many languages do you speak?
Fuck knows.
Now this has got Alora's attention. She is now intently looking down at Orland.
How am I supposed to know how many languages
Can you
I
speak to any
I just
animal?
do. Well, I can. It might not be in their language. I can tell you to fuck off. I could tell him to fuck off. I could tell... I'm not going to tell Esther to fuck off. That's
Yes,
scary.
yes, I can see it. But you can understand cockroach, right?
Well,
what
yeah, I
about
could understand
Ojo?
him, yeah.
Can you...
Well, I don't know. I haven't
Could you
spoken to him.
understand him when he was talking to me?
Oh, yeah. Obviously.
Huh. This might bear talking about another time, maybe. Orland, I know we haven't got off to the right foot, but if there's a particular thing you'd like to eat, maybe let me know and I'll see if I can arrange that and maybe we can start again.
Well, I appreciate the offer, mate, but I'm not exactly a
No,
digestive
but you
bag.
are an arsehole, and one way to make an arsehole friendly is to pay him off, right?
Fuck you.
Just trying to establish where we're at, that's fine. maybe Laura, maybe you can talk to him.
Otto, you don't seem to be very good at trying to be endearing to Orland. So I'd say maybe
Tried
give it up, yeah?
Tried giving him things to eat, and I tried saying hello, and now I'm trying to...
Yeah, he doesn't eat. He's already told you he's a bag.
Yeah, but
I am so much more than a bag. Fuck you.
Don't you fucking start on me!
well,
You want to mind your manners. There's people here that look after you.
You wanna mind
Don't you
your
get
manners.
stroppy. Don't you start! What is your problem today?
I'm not starting it. I'll finish it, though. Fuck you.
Right. She takes him off from the shoulder and she is holding him out over the water. You want to carry that on? You need to man bag up and get a grip.
Try it, bitch.
Otherwise I might just lose mine.
Try it, bitch.
Don't test me. What is your problem today? Is it your time of the month?
Fuck you.
I believe
back.
that's yes in most languages.
She's going to pull him back in from the side and accidentally bump him on the actual walkway and say, "Right, we're going."
Okay. You do that.
If you
No. Oh no.
if you've got like a rope and tied it round the hole and pulled it tight, would that stop him talking?
Right, come on, this is getting out of hand.
Would
Let's
teach
get
me
back.
how to talk to him. Okay.
With that, she's just gonna pop Orland back over her shoulder, and she's gonna say, "Come on, let's just go."
Just when it's starting to get interesting.
She's gonna start walking off. This is your fault. She's gonna say to Otto, "It's your fault. You started this. You've upset him."
Okay. He's going to look directly at Ogvar and Esther and give him a big wink. I think that is the right way to handle an angry woman, isn't it? Just to say yes. I'm a few years out of date.
God. Esther just puts her head in her hands. She's just like, no, not engaging with this. Oh dear.
Right. So, I think we're going to be making our way back.
Okay. So you begin making your way back across the cavern. The entire time, Joe and Jeff are happily crawling around in your hands, Otto. Literally doesn't take being able to speak cockroach to figure out that Jeff is just like, bro, the entire time.
Is he still in cockroach form, or did he turn back?
No,
Otto?
he turned back.
No, I turned back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, okay, thank you.
And yeah, so you make your way back up through the cavern, through the hallway, back into the bottom layer of the tower. Bojo's there. He looks up at you. Hello.
Hello, Bojo. Got a couple of new acquaintances, and I shall just put them under his nose. No eating, no licking.
Hey, Bojo looks at you. He's stopped with his tongue halfway out. And you look at him, and the tongue slowly goes back in.
Little ones, Joe, and the big ones, Jeff, I think. Joe Bro and Jeff Bro, sorry. I think that's it. They're going to be sticking around for a while. If you see them, please try to stop anyone else eating them as well.
Bojo looks at you like you've lost your final marble. I
may have. I completely get it. But if they get cold, can they come and snuggle up to you? Would that be okay?
Bojo slowly sticks his tongue back out and very gently licks across the back of each one. Looks at you and was like, I suppose so.
Okay. I mean, only if, like, they're desperate, yeah?
He just looks at you like you've gone fucking crazy, to be honest. To be honest. He's like, he's got that look on his face of like, you've got a perfectly good bear sat right here and you choose to pick up 2 cockroaches.
Yeah, but we're friends. We're not, it's not like he's in any way subservient. I don't need him as a bear. He's just someone who's a very good friend now who I trust. And I'm introducing him to 2 other very random things I just picked up, and I'm trying to make sure they don't get dead.
Okay.
As Laura breezes past, she'll say, this is his new approach, and walk off.
Oh, good gods. You just did that, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, I did.
You tripped
I was
going
telling
up
you how
the
much
stairs.
I was resisting the urge today, and you're going to come out with that? Right, okay.
You tripped.
That was the last time.
You tripped going up the stairs.
Oh, again. She's used to that now.
I thought we fixed that.
Well, that's
Right.
on one of the higher floors. Which floor was Bojo on? The basement
He's on the
floor?
basement. Ground floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bojo basically agrees. He looks at you like you've gone fucking crazy, but just seems to roll with it. And he agrees to look after them if necessary. And as you turn away, Joe's like, "Ooh," waving at Bojo as you turn away. And Bojo kind of like puts his paw up and is like, yeah, okay.
I'll give Bojo a big hug before we move on and follow Laura up the stairs, being very careful to watch out for these apparently tricky steps.
Yeah, you have no problems with the steps.
Okay. That's good to know. Tower still likes me.
So, you head back upstairs. Where are you going? This whole sequence has probably taken you up until about lunchtime, early afternoon, to complete. So where are you heading next?
Should we maybe seek out some lunch and maybe try and find Jenrick? Because we've got some things to talk about, haven't we?
Yeah, I think there's a number of things to sort out.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess we'll just make our way back up.
Okay. Yeah. So you make your way back up to the tower. I'm assuming you're probably going to go to the kitchen. Make some lunch or something.
Reluctantly.
I think Alora would stop off at wherever she could find Jenrick on the way up the tower.
Okay. Yep. Library. Okay.
Right, so Alora will go to the library. I don't know where everyone else is going.
Well, if you're all going up the tower, then you're going to pass the library as you go. So I'm assuming you'll probably stay together.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, sounds good.
Right, Laura will walk across the library, across to Jenrick, and just say, excuse me, Jenrick.
Oh, yes, dear.
Jenrick!
Yes, hello.
Ah, right, hello. Yeah, we got this. And she just reaches round into her backpack and pulls out the fortress, the instant fortress. She said, again holds it up in her hand and rotates it a little and says, "Oh, we've got this. Are you absolutely sure that you don't need this? You don't want this?"
Yes, dear, I've got this place now, and it's just been. Well, I just chucked it in there for a bit of pond decoration, as you do.
What about the contents? There seems to be a lot of, it's pretty messy. It's definitely a bachelor pad, but there's a lot of bits and pieces in there. Do you want anything back from in there?
Oh no, if I'd needed anything, then I would have already got it. That's quite fine.
Yeah, I thought you might say that. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's great. Thank you. We'll sort out giving you something in exchange for it, or at least, a token gesture of some description. Can I ask? How long ago did you move into this tower?
Oh, quite a many years ago now. Probably 50 or 60 years ago.
So you had this tower before the sickness swept through Saltstone then?
Yes.
And is that how long this tower has actually been here, or do you... Because you mentioned you hadn't moved it for a while. Does that mean that you've moved it around in different places on Innistrad, or have you just moved it around on this bit of coastline in this area, or what?
When... I'm trying to think now. I've been here for probably a couple of 4 decades I've been here. But before then in my younger days, I used to be a bit more of the travelling sort, so to speak, and settle down and...
So... But your tower must have been here at least 50 years if you used to if you used to frequent Saltstone. I mean, if that happened about 50...
I used to bounce around the area. I didn't really settle here.
Oh.
This is...
Okay. All right. Jenrick, do you mind me asking? You look to be in your sort of early to middle 70s? But you're a wizard, so do you mind me asking exactly how old you are? I mean, when we got involved with that lich on the ship, he had records. I haven't looked through all his stuff, but he had diaries going back for over 200 years. How long have you been here?
Well,
how old are you?
Well, oh, thank you for the compliment on the age there. I'm actually 86. In the case of things like liches, they have an unnatural lifespan. They sacrifice their humanity in return for that and their power. And obviously, as you can see, I am no lich, so I expect that I should probably cark it within the next 20 years or so.
Well, if you develop... How on earth did you manage to be powerful enough to create a magical fortress? I mean, you must have been in your 30s or younger. How on earth?
Yes, well,
did you...
Diligent study and rakish charm. Haha.
Oh. I'm sorry for all the questions. They're personal. I shouldn't ask them. I was just curious.
That's quite all right, dear. Quite all right. In my younger days, I used to be up near the big cities in, up north in the Silver City I used to be and ran those areas. And I eventually moved out to the countryside, so to speak.
Oh, so you used to reside in the... Oh, okay, in Gavany?
Yes.
Oh, okay, all right. And before I go, we're going to go and sort some lunch out, but before I go, there's also something else. We did actually go and clear the graveyard out. There were some zombies and things in the graveyard, and we went to clear those out, and something particularly unpleasant came out of the... There's a tomb in the middle of the graveyard there, which I assume it's like a family tomb. I'm assuming.
Yes, I know, dear. You told me. I experimented on the bracelet last night.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, it's been a bit of a harrowing 24 hours. Inside the tomb, there was what looked like a heraldry crest above the crypt door. It was kind of shaped like a shield. It was split into quadrants, and there was a dragon, an hourglass, a unicorn, and I think it was a holly leaf. Do I assume that was belonging to the Lord of Saltstone? Was that their family crest?
It's a reasonable assumption, yes. Indeed.
Did you know them? Did you know the family?
No, not personally, no. I only knew them. Shopkeepers when I needed to resupply every so often. I didn't really associate with them over there, but yes.
Did you ever go for a drink? Did you ever go to... There was also a local tavern, a local inn called Whistlemeyer's. Did you ever go there?
Pick me a 10% increment, please.
30 to 40.
Well, now you mention it, I might have stopped in once or twice, yes.
Did you happen to know the landlord at all? The publican?
No, not...
Guy who ran the place?
Not personally. I can't even remember the name of the damn pub, to be honest with you. I wasn't there. I didn't stay for many days. I'd come in to resupply and then head back out on my research. So, you know, it wasn't really...
Oh. Well, it was Whistlemeyer's, but it doesn't really matter.
That's
it's just
the one, yes.
A random question. Yeah. Okay, fine. I'm sorry, I'm distracting you from what you're doing. I'll go back up, unless anybody else has got anything that they'd like to ask.
Maybe after lunch.
I'll just go. I'm sure you remember this. He like sort of points down at his herbalist's bum bag.
Jedmick peers at it. It's ringing a bell, yes. What is it?
What was it? Well, it was in your little tiny tower that Laura's now got. I just thought I'd let you know I have use of it, if that's okay.
Of course, boy. Yes, of course.
Well, thank you very much.
I think with that, the Lord would just look at everybody and then
Does
sort
Otto
of nod
have...
ahead and motion.
Yeah? Does Otto have anything else to add?
Not. I think after lunch should be better.
Okay.
There's a few things I think we need to go over, but Otto's learning that he has to eat a bit more now.
Okay. Sorry, Laura.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Anybody who had anything to add. So she'll motion with the head and sort of point towards the direction of the stairs, and she'll just make her way upstairs to the top floor.
Yeah, so you make your way up to the top floor and you're able to prep a good lunch and eventually sit down and have your midday meal. And that's where we'll end the session for today.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Fantastic. That was a really good laugh today. Enjoyed that.
Yeah, very good.
As we exit stage left, it's time to catch a breath. So much went down, and, in fact, up. Ogvar acquired an outlandish outfit that would only be considered as a trend tragedy, and passwords proved to be an elusive issue. Otto was the cause of problems as he picked up a couple of cardio crawlers, performed some roach resuscitation, and to top it off, started a raging row with Orland, which went well beyond a few waspy words, forcing Alora into the firing line. Oh no, bro. Let's see how this little lot pans out next week. Hey, you made it this far, so lend us your ears for a moment longer if you will. Firstly, we are most humbled that you are enjoying our yarn, and the crew thank you from the bottom of their hearts for your patronage. Producing this podcast is incredibly hard work, and as such, if you would like to support us, there are a few ways in which you could really make a difference. Sharing links to friends and family helps to spread the word so others like you can find us and in turn they too can enjoy the show. Equally helpful is leaving a 5-star review on Spotify and any other streaming services, which will help us immensely. Or, if you feel you could go that extra mile and contribute a few coppers to keep our creative juices flowing, you can hop on over to our Buy Me a Coffee page or drop us an email. We would all be immensely grateful for your support in any form. Lastly, we invite you to visit our website, where you will find information on our campaign From Backstories to Settings. Join our Facebook group or follow us on Twitter. All the links are in our episode bios. Don't forget to smash the subscribe and download buttons so you never miss the next episode. See you all again next week, folks.